taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Punch it out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pulled and finds his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Barker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Mendoza. Caught, close to the marker, it's Martin. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Horn. The sure hands. 34-yard line, a nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
On the ground, it's Green. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll try it again. Hard running there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened. Dropping back, it's Horn.
Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna run it. It's Buckley. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Horn. He's going up top. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
I love when you back.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Makes the grab. Trying to get it in. They found a way to get him the rock, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Horn. Touchdown, Missouri! Fitted in the window for for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pickett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buckley. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Dar forced to settle for 3. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is on.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Man, it's so... This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route was open. I'm going to hit it.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's Green. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. With the catch, it's Barker. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Buckley. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Takes the easy one to the back. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pulls it in. It's Green. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The corners are walked up tight. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the Tigers will have a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
Green 25.
Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Green. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Got a man. It's James. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Back to throw, it's Horn. Oh, they're after him! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Buckley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Using his legs, it's Buckley. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Missouri trying to run out this clock. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Tripped up for the tackle.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. On the ground, it's Roberts. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.